Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Kane. Bulldozes him. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Kane. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The give to the back. Discards a man. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes his connection. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fair catch, called for and made. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out.
Got a lot of running room. Pass to 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give out of the gun. Hard running there. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Cabrera. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, TCU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, move the ball down.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Trying to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Handoff to the single running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of there. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, this is the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for this.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Wolverines want to move quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
TCU, 7.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position.
Returner is tackled down at the 14. And TCU Horned Frogs will take over 1st and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Lion, green 25.
The give to the left. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looks as if he's going to run it. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
TCU.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
29 Philly. 2-0 Razor.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He's looking to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he's dragged down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot of the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Hauls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking to throw on second down. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Leaves it with the running back. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. At the 45, on his way. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Takes the handoff. It's Kane. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the running back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Direct snap. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Green 25.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now they're going to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Here we go.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Finds the tight end. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Toss to the outside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies on the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Defense might bring the house here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 17, TCU 7.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really blowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. On the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 7.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Looking for space. It's Kane. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Hot. Timber.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Motion from the offense.
Tuna. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Pound 55 weak.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Tackle is made after the first down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. On second down, just keeps firing. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field.
Get set, get set.
To the air on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Longer. Hop, hop. Squirrel, squirrel. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw it again. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. And you still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Now on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man. It's in goal. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.